Hello, YouTube family. This is Agnes, and we are live today in doing some personal channeling. So I thought I'm going to show up and I'm going to wait for you to show up as well. And then you can start putting your questions in the chat, and I am going to answer them. And I came up with this idea of doing these live channels because I want to really support you in bringing forth the high vibrational frequency, bringing forth messages from your spirit family, spirit guides, angels, higher self, whoever you are connected with, because I realized my life completely changed since I started to not just bring information for myself, but also working with other channels and channelers who were able to answer so many questions. Like I really had a million questions about ascension, about the timeline split, about what's going to happen, about obviously my life, understanding my decisions from a higher perspective. And I've been doing a lot of things in the last 15 years and a lot of types of healings, and I've tried a million things. But I believe that the fastest way that we can really transform and shift perspective is if we hear what's going on from the level of our higher self. And so many times it happened before that someone through a channeling completely shifted their mindset, their reality, because they understood, like, oh my God, this is not part of so-called destiny. It's me choosing this without realizing that I'm choosing this. And when they hear this from their higher self or their spirit guides, they realize, like, oh, I have a choice in this. Always, we always have a choice. Now, just a quick hello for you, for everyone who is showing up in the meanwhile. So don't forget to put, if you have any questions that you want some clarity, some guidance from your higher self, from your spirit guide, just put them in the chat. Also say hello. It's so good to see you. So as you know, this today call is for me to be here for you, to connect with my amazing YouTube family, and bringing you personal messages. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Hello. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. So just a little bit about the amazing messages that were coming through in personal channelings. Last week, I did around 10, 12 small 15 minutes private channelings for my community on Facebook, and I also started posting here on YouTube. You already have 3 episodes available, and it's just so amazing the clarity that were coming through. And like for starseeds, like my mind was completely blown away. We got answers for very crazy physical problems, and from the perspective of the person's true self. And we cried and we laughed and we were shocked and we were overwhelmed, and I can't even say how amazing we are, how amazing our journey is, and what a small percentage as a human we are able to see, and how fast this is actually changing right here, right now, how we have chosen to be here, and the information that we are able to access now, we were never able to access before. And our lives, guys, is changing so fast. So hello. So I'm keep saying to you why I'm doing today. So if you have any questions, you want to have any clarity and direction about any area of your life, what you can actually ask, it's questions that are starting with, what am I not seeing here? Why is this happening? How am I standing in my own way? How can I go beyond this and this, whatever ceiling that you are sensing for example, in your income, or questions related to your business, right? So I am able here today, and if you are interested to come for a 1 hour session, you're going to have all the details in the description box below. And we also have a circle which is called Manifesting Circle, and we do bring down a lot of channeling from ascended masters, and we're getting a lot of help on how to manifest, how to connect more to these our abilities and capabilities that go beyond the limitation of the mind. And this is where we are all heading. We talk about the mass and collective ascension, and what to expect, and how things will change. And it's just so exciting. So if you want to be more close to a community, be part of a community, and closer to me, to be able to see and connect every week live, then you have the circle. So okay, well, you can just put the question below, hello, and I'm just going to tune in, okay, and see what wants to come through for you. Now, questions again can be related to, of course, love relationships, any type of relationships, to job, business, career, and we can connect even to the consciousness of the business that you are creating. And this is what we, as I was mentioning in the last live, this is what we were playing with the other day. And it's just so amazing, the ability to connect to any consciousness, from consciousness of businesses, but also even house, right? Like everything has an akasha, and I find this for myself. I don't know what you think about this, but I find it mind-blowing that this is available for us, and then this is just expanding and expanding and expanding, and we are not anymore, or we don't need anymore to be so limited by our beliefs and by our past and by our conditioning, but we can just expand with the I don't know, with the speed of light, really, because all we need is just one different perspective. All we need is just one understanding. All we need is to have this, like, oh, right, okay, now I get it, and boom, your reality shifted. You are on a different quantum line. So put your questions in the chat below if you want to bring through some messages from your higher self or your spirit guides, and I'm going to just go reading them and just do channeling on spot, just because I thought that's going to be so fun to do. Right, so there you go. We have the first question. I'm just going to read through and see what we get. So, what gift, talent, or ability that I know I already mastered across lifetimes is ready to awaken within me now, which is absolute representation of my heart's bliss, joy, and passion? Wow. What a question. I love this. Now, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what we're going to get. Okay. So we have Shraddha, something like that. I don't know how you pronounce your name. I hope that I pronounced it well. So let's see what we get for you. Okay, so it's creativity in every form. It's creativity, but tapping into realms that you were not able to tap in before, and not just you, but humans were not able to tap into everything that is related to art, everything that is related to creativity, innovation, everything that already makes your heart sing is what you're going to be able to tap into and bring it forth, opening a reality that was not available before. And that pretty much comes in, this is what I'm getting right now, which comes as a confirmation to what I also believe, that if you are familiar with quantum jumping is a way, it's basically creative imagination, that you can go into a reality, because we know that imagination is a realm of reality, but it's not the physical reality, but it's as real as this reality. So this is why so many people have a lot of results and success with quantum jumping, and going into a reality that you imagine, but because you imagine it exists, otherwise you wouldn't able to imagine, and then really allow to watch that aspect of you, or that version of you. For example, being a successful author, or being a successful ballet dancer, or whatever you think, like, oh, that would be so amazing to do. Like, that idea that you have, that I want to see this version of me, is going to be fueled by who you are in this incarnation. So you cannot go far away from the personality you are today. So you're just going to expand more into who you already are, because that is what's going to resonate with you. And what now humans are going to, or into, is this, they're going to, through this portal, that they are going to be able to tap into much, much more, and much more consciously, into the realms of imagination, bringing it into reality. Because before, it was very much limited, even though everything that came through, music, art, and everything, innovations and all of that, were coming from a realm of imagination being brought into the 3D. But now that is expanding even more, because we are going beyond the limitation of the mind. Things that you have never seen before, things that you never heard before, because now, like, there are no boundaries. So the answer to your question is, what is that you would like to experience? What is that? Just thinking about it, it makes you feel super excited about, oh, I want to bring that into my reality. I want to try that. It's all related to creativity. No matter what you call, what is the industry, what is the way, how that new creative thing wants to come through, because you are the creator. And this is where humanity is going now, into this consciousness of knowing that is the creator, and the creator has no limits, because creativity is not coming from the thinking mind, it's coming from beyond, realms that you never, or you were never able to really touch into. So I hope this was useful for you. It really allows us to, or you allow you to play with what would you like to come, and allow for you to come through. Let me know if you know quantum jumping. I'm super curious if you know what I'm talking about, because then I can talk a little bit more about, or even give you ideas, or okay, shaman. Okay, so you're saying you want to see yourself as a shaman, or shaman, medicine woman, and the shapeshifter, combining with my creative talents and abilities. Right. So this is what I'm saying. So now we get into this idea of anything can be anything. Like, there is no more limitation into, you look in the world and then everybody's doing this, so I have to choose between this and this and this and that. No, you can be everything. You can combine everything. And I love that you asked this question, because so many of us feel this, like, we don't want to anymore be limited by what we think is possible, or what other people are doing, or you are only can be this, or you only can be that. You can be everything. And this is now coming through organically anyway. So we are going to expand into all these gifts and abilities all at once, and then you choose how do you want to express them. And I love the combination of, just being a shaman in a way you want to be shaman, and then you can just bring art into that, you can bring music into that, you can bring anything, colors, sounds that are coming from realms that were not available before, because you are the channel, you are the one that makes it to be what it is, because you are unique. So every channel is unique. That's why it's going to be so unique to you. And I think this is where we're going with New Earth now, that you have no limitation to what was done before. You are going to be the unique creator. And I've channeled this before last year, and I just shared this very, very amazing little part of my vision, where I was standing with two of ascended masters, and they were holding each of my hands, and they showed me a completely new earth, like nothing was on earth, like just a template. And they said to me, this is your world, you can make it anything you want. There is no limitations on what you can create. You can have any nature, any animal kingdom, any type of architecture, any type of communities, anything. It is completely free to what you want to create. This is New Earth. And I was like, oh my God. So this is the message that wants to come through, that there are no limitations. It's you playing with you being the creator. And because we are all unique, it's all going to be unique to us. Thank you so much for that question. Amazing question. Okay, why? So we have a question from Consciousness Journal. Hello, beautiful Tanaya. I love the name of your YouTube, or your YouTube name. Why am I feeling bored and uninspired? Very good question. Let's tap into that. Okay, because you got to a ceiling. You got to a ceiling. You think this is all that is. That you discovered everything that is available for you, and now because you're familiar with the reality you have created, you move very familiar into this realm. So I'm seeing a ceiling. And I'm seeing you being in front of some, like a new level, a new portal that is ready for you if you are ready for it. So it feels like, are you ready? Are you ready to go beyond everything or anything you know? Are you ready to say, I don't know anything? So a completely new reality can be opened for you, because it feels like you're trying to look for inspiration in the ways that you know. And that's why boredom comes into the picture, because it's very familiar, and you are being called into a unfamiliar way to create reality, that it's opening up. And by the way, I'm feeling not just for you, but for so others. And this is a realm that it's that you are tapping into, and we all of, like, some and many of you beautiful light workers are tapping into this reality that is unknown, unpredictable. It's happening right now, it's in the moment, and you are able to let go of wanting to see what's coming, of wanting to see ahead. And because so many of you are in between the known, what you call known, what you call real, what you call life, and that threshold of moving into that consciousness that is everything but familiar, everything but boring, everything but known, and everything but uninspiring. So, and you are very close. Okay, I just want to ask: is there anything that we can help Tanaya to step, I don't know, faster or closer to this magic, more magic? That's what I'm hearing. Like I think it's you saying more. I want more unpredictability in a good way, like more magic, more synchronicity, more of the things that I want to play. Like I want to play on a different level, and is your soul yearning for that, playing on different levels? So, is there anything that she needs to know now? Anything that she could do? Unleash your creativity. That is the message coming through. Like follow whatever, even if it's a little thing. um Allow yourself to follow that. I feel that you're ready to, you like, and it feels upwards, right? So it's not, when I say creativity, it doesn't feel like anything earthy. So so it's not 3D type of creativity. It feels like a huge pool upwards, of opening your channel, of channeling. It's about channeling abilities, channeling things that you don't know about yourself, about aspects of yourself that you did not tap into, about consciousness level that you did not tap into, about the everything that wants to come through. And it's that type of magic that will, what I see, it's kind of like you kind of just need to tick a little bit of it. It's like it's going to just take over. And that's yeah, that's the message, or that's what I'm seeing. So I hope that that's something helpful for you. um, and I'm happy to, if you have any more question related to that, of a little bit more like, okay, but how? But I think you know how. In case you don't know how, you can ask me later, in the manifesting circle today, right? Right. Okay. So, Jessica, I would love to know more about how we can start allowing instead of doing. Oh, exciting question. Um, Very, very good question, especially because so many of us coming from hard working and hard healing, and even everything we want, we believe that we need to like meditate hard and heal hard and do all a lot of journaling and visualization and 369 and whatever everybody we bought into. And the messages that are coming through, the channeling that it's keep coming through, is you don't have to do anything. The allowing comes in when you are able to follow your excitement, to follow the passion, to follow that nudge, to follow that calling, that intuition, no matter how small that it is. So many of us believe, okay, I don't like, maybe my calling is to create a healing center, but like how can I allow this? I definitely need to do something about this. And we're always kind of, the messages always start with just following the excitement that you have, or the calling, the intuition right here, right now. So you don't need to know how you're going to get there. You only need to be here and now and allow yourself to follow whatever is there in your life right now, and what makes you feel excited right now, because that's how you are already in allowing without realizing. So let me just bring something super simple, like, I don't know, you see an event, and I don't know, it's maybe a language exchange event, and you're like, oh, I would love to go and just meet some new people. So you just follow that. And because you're already in allowance, right? And then you go there, you meet some people, you start, it's always the present moment. You are talking, you are having fun, you are meeting some new people. And then that is kind of being, it's going to create momentum in your life. But what we do, we most of the time, we think it's more valuable to do than to go and just follow what we are being called to do. But this is how you have, and all the magic and miracles came to you anyway. It's that you were in a high frequency of allowing, which basically you having a good time, and you are not in your mind, you are not thinking about the future, you don't strategize, you don't think about what I should still do in order to make that happen, because you know that is already happening. And the only thing you need to do is to have a good time right here, right now. And that's the only way you can have that, is you trust that you've done everything you needed to do, which was, I know what I want, I imagined it, and I can let go, and I can just do whatever I am drawn and called to do in this moment, and then this moment, and then this moment. And that can be even sometimes just go and watch a film. Like those kind of allowing yourself to feel good, it's what we need to practice more, because the working hard, I think we just overdid that. So I hope this was helpful for you. Okay, let's see some other questions here. Okay, so quantum jumping, no experience. Okay, try one. If you go on YouTube and you just write in quantum jumping, Bert Goldman is the father of quantum jumping. And if you read his amazing, crazy life, he was able to bring through, like in this life, he didn't have any like big artistic talent, but he brought it from a parallel reality, and then he went into this meditation, and then he basically synchronized with that frequency of that version of himself in this other parallel reality, who was a writer. And then he started writing books, channeling books. He wrote, I don't know how many books. He did the same thing with painting. He had no talent whatsoever in painting. And then he did this quantum jumping. He synchronized with the frequency of a version of himself that he imagined that he's an amazing painter. And what happened? He started painting, and he was amazing. He was recognized. He had so many paintings and sold so many paintings. All this is on, he was on his page. He passed away a few years ago, but all that legacy is available. Or even the paintings, the photography, same thing. Like no idea about photography. He went, he did the quantum jumping, and all of a sudden he started, and he even came and he was named after some things that was not known before here on in this reality, because he brought it from a parallel version of himself. Like it's crazy, mind-blowing, this quantum jumping thing. But other people do this with languages, with anything basically that you want. So you might want to try that out. It's really, really fun. All right. What else we have here? You fully ready? Yay! More magic. Yes. Hello, David. Yes, I would like to know why, after years of working to move to the Philippines, I was stopped dead in my tracks. Okay. Good. Okay, so all I'm getting is that it was not the right time. It was not the right time. So let's see if we get any more information. Can we have any more information about about this? Or my question would be, is there now a right time, or is that going to be a right time? That's your choice now. It's your choice, but okay, so let's see. Also, can we have maybe why was the right time, or any more information about that? Is that available? Okay, so what I'm getting is that there was something for you that you needed to experience um, in the place that you were before you were or wanted to go to the Philippines, and they're also saying that you absolutely know what they are saying, and that was a big, like, it creates the big growth in your life. I feel that it doesn't feel very, like, it didn't come through a very positive experience. It feels more, which what we call negative, but as we know, always negative experiences are never negative. It's usually helps us to go to the next level of consciousness, and every time we look back, if we are far enough from that bad thing, we can always see the blessing. We can always see, oh my God, now I understand. And this is true for a million different things, right? People say, I shouldn't have married that person. It was a mistake. But when you married, it was the perfect decision. So you have learned a lot through that experience, and then you have become the person you are today, with that understanding, with that, whatever happened, but you have grown into that version of you that is who you are today. So you now are a different person. And this is, I feel, for you, something that you would label as not a good experience, but it was very important. And it was very important from the perspective of your path to do that. And my question is, like, is that related to actually the fact that you were stopped, like, or no, it's something else. So I'm sure you know what is about. But if you are ready to go, or is this still a thing for you, that's absolutely your choice now. Yeah, I hope that was helpful. Goody, right. Okay, we're going to continue. There's one more question here. What tangible opportunities are available for me right now in my reality for world travel, which is my passion? Tangible opportunities. All right. Okay, so what I'm getting, tangible opportunities are being created for you, by you. So the more you are able to, and I feel this, like, the more you are able to, what's the word? Expand into this. I am a world traveler. I am a world traveler identity, right? The identity of I am a world traveler. It's very easy for me to find opportunities of doing what I'm passionate about. It's no matter where I go, I always find ways. I am very open to seeing opportunities. I'm always at the right place at the right time, because word traveler is my passion, because this is why I'm here, because everywhere I go, I'm spreading my light. I know that I'm called into different places. So of course I'm supported by the universe, and I see proof of this everywhere I go. And I don't need to figure this out. I can just allow it to happen because I am a world traveler. And this comes for me easily and effortlessly. Can you see, like, I'm getting this rampaging. Start identifying, start expanding into, this is who I am, this is what works for me. I don't need to think about it, I don't need to figure it out. And the moment that you are allowing yourself to identify more and more with these, opportunities will start popping up everywhere. And this is true for everything and for everyone. This is so amazing that they're showing me this, because they're saying this is how everything works. When you start identifying yourself with wealthy, millionaire, I'm amazing photographer, I'm an amazing photographer who loves traveling, or I'm amazing whatever, I'm amazing, and you are able to completely dismiss the thoughts of, yeah but how, and you completely ignore that part and just hone into the idea, I am this, and whatever you want to experience to be. And the more you are able to dismiss and ignore the mind way of trying to figure out tangible opportunities, that's how tangible opportunities come in, because you are not in the way of looking for tangible opportunities. So things can come to you. And this is, like, I can bring so many examples for me. Like, I remember back a few years when I said, I just want to live in Spain for some time, and I have no idea how, no idea where, but I know that by 1st of May I'm going to land somewhere in Spain. Now, I hadn't been before in Spain. I didn't speak the language. I didn't know anyone, and I didn't have like bunch of money, and I didn't even know what kind of job I could do. So I just said this, like, this is what is going to happen, and I don't know, and I don't care why, but I know that I'm going to land somewhere. And I started to talk about this day in, day out to my friends. And I was saying, by the way, I need to, cut cords. I need to wrap up. I need to, kind of do this because I'm preparing to go to live in Spain. And everybody said, where? And I was like, I don't know. And what are you going to do? I don't know. And do you have to live? No, I don't have money. So, and the way that everything came to me, we call miracles, we call synchronicities. And now looking back, like, everything showed up. Everything showed up. Contacts, people, where I needed to go, a beautiful mansion on the beach for free, because my mother turned out that, they reconnected after 15 years on Facebook with one of her cousins, and like a lot of the synchronicities. And then I just met the right people at the right time, and then they just offered this job, and I started to teach English in Spain, and then like everything turned out. I was like, wow, okay, like, not never in a million years would I have been able to think myself to that outcome, because you never do that. You allow it to happen. So I hope this was helpful. I love this rampaging. And I think I love rampaging anyway. It's so powerful. So go, all of you, try this out, whatever is your dream. We do this in my community, in the manifesting circle. We call it Kalegoing, and it's basically you talking about a future as if it has happened in the past. So we pretend. So it's a kind of rampaging, but we are rampaging to the degree of leaving the mind behind. So at the beginning, it feels a little bit weird, like you really like try, and then the mind gives in, and then you start channeling, like, like what happened without, needing to happen. But I think rampaging is even a little bit easier than that for so many. So let me see, like, go back to, I love Shraddha story, right? So you say, I want to see, you saying in the chat, I want to see myself as the shaman, medicine woman, and the shapeshifter combining with my creative talent. Okay, so I want to, instead of saying I want to see myself, you see, I am this, I am a shaman, I am doing all this, I am combining my gifts and abilities, and I'm bringing down things that I was never even aware that I am, and I didn't even know, and I didn't even have to know, because now every time I go in the woods and I connect with nature and I connect with the plants, a new version, a new ability, a new talent, a new gift of mine just shows up, or I just download, I just connect with it and I feel it, and it's just, I know it's me. And the more I do this, the more I become what I desired and beyond that, because not in a million years I would have been able or could have been imagined what I am possible to become. The moment I allowed myself to get out of the mind and allow myself to just get out of the limitations of what's possible, I started to expand, I started to accelerate, I started to tap into versions of me, into realms and dimensions that I was not able to do before. And now this is who I am. Can you feel how amazingly powerful this is? Can you feel the frequency of you becoming that by stating that you are? This is how we are the creators of our reality, that you start stating it. Going back to Tanaya. So what is the rampaging that goes beyond boring and, what did you say, uninspiring? Like, okay, so you're saying my life is nothing. Like, my life is just so inspiring. It just comes out of nowhere. I don't even have to know. I'm so excited that I don't know. I am so open to interacting with my reality on a moment to moment basis. I see how my reality is starting to communicate with me. I see how it's sending me messages. I see how it's co-creating with me, how it's playing with me. And now I don't need to know. Now I allow myself to be surprised. Now I allow myself to be surprised with synchronicity, coincidences. Now I am asking the universe to play with me, because I'm thinking thoughts like, show me what's possible. Show me. I am ready to go beyond what I know. I'm ready to go beyond what I believe I am, what I believe that I can create. And questions like, how can it get better than this, is one of my tricks to kind of ask the universe to come co-create with you in levels that you maybe did not do before. Is that everything, any little small thing that you are able to appreciate right here, right now, and you're like, this is so amazing, how can it get better than this? It's kind of an invitation for energies, your light, the universe, source, however you want to call it, to start amping it up. And if you really try this one thing for a week, you keep asking, like, keep being present to, oh, I love this like amazing meal that you're having with a friend, and you're like, oh, this is just so good, how can it get better than this? You don't need to answer it, right? You're just putting it out there. It is so perfect, I am loving this, I wonder how can this get better than this? And then it's just so crazy, but the universe starts showing you the how, because you're like, I don't know how, like, it would be good to know how. I'm open to the how. And when I remember when we went to France on a road trip, and we started to keep doing this over and over again on a daily basis, and super crazy things started to open for us. And we went from free 4-star hotels, free flight, and all this like crazy stuff. It all started with our car breaking down during the road trip. We were at the end of the road trip, and it broke down in north of Europe, and we still had to go back to Mallorca. And then with that thing, which was my creation without realizing it, a whole bunch of gifts and amazing things after amazing things started to unfold. And we were just like, oh my God. In the morning we were still like doing one thing, and in the evening we were already in the jacuzzi in the 4-star hotel being paid by our insurance company. And we were sitting there, and I remember looking at my ex-boyfriend. I was like, how did this happen? So, and I remember sitting there like, oh my God, how can it get better than this? And then it would just keep getting better and better and better. So it's the same momentum that we are able to create consciously in amplifying and bringing in more magic. And this is what we normally do in the negative, like, it's so boring. I don't like this. And then you start amplifying and expanding on that. So what we are doing here, really, I believe the whole journey is to become more and more and more and more conscious of our power in the creation of what we are seeing right now around ourselves. And that can change in any moment. And if you are open to that and you challenge the universe, you can start seeing a lot of results. So amazing. I hope this was, you're enjoying this. I'm so happy that you were here. I'm so happy that I am able to connect with you and with my followers on YouTube. I'm enjoying this so much. I hope you also do enjoy this a lot. And I see like more and more questions are coming up. I'm kind of coming and wrapping it together. I might just do one more because we are starting our manifesting circle always on Thursday at 7 p.m. So basically I have 10 minutes. So I can't go on and on, but I'm going to come on Thursday and do lives on Thursday here on YouTube. So something that you can look forward to. And as I'm saying, you can also join the membership. We're doing a lot more stuff there. And then you can actually communicate with me, and we talk about a lot of things, and we expand on a lot of things, and we bring, if you feel that you want to connect with other light workers and starseeds, then check out that. It's very low cost, and it's you can cancel anytime if you feel whole and full. Good. So one more thing. I just want to see. Okay, awesome. Yes, focusing on I already am. Duh. Instead of I want to be. You are, and you expand on what you are. So the more you connect with that of who you are, that's going to expand. Okay, so Christine, let's see. What I am supposed to do with my coffee shop. I lose a lot of money, but can I get the owner to let me sell my business? I've been blocked for 2 years now. Is there anything I should know? Okay, let's see a quick thing. As I said to you guys, this is what I am the best at. Like, we can go super deep with all these questions. Like, if you want to know more, come on a session. We can do a 60-minute asking all the questions and keep going deeper and deeper and deeper, because I usually go, yes, but why? Yes, but how? Yes, but what we need to know? But what are the real things? What are the real steps? Why is this happening? So like, I love to expand on this question. So you can actually get real understanding. But let me see if there's anything quickly that I can bring through for Christine with the business. Right. Okay. The first thing that comes to me is boundaries. It feels like that you need to learn something. That's why it's not coming to an end. It's for you an amazing opportunity to step up. It's amazing opportunity to step up for yourself, to stand up for yourself. It feels like it's a power game, and it's It's you coming into your power. And this is a beautiful opportunity for you to come into your power. And so it's a learning process that it's happening for you. So basically this can change in any moment. The moment that you see what's going on, the moment you see this on a higher perspective, and you can say, oh, right now I know. So it's your opportunity to bring, or basically step into your power. Something needs to be done, and it's you standing out. It's transparency, it's communication involved, and it's keep coming back. It's keep power is the word I'm hearing. Boundaries, power, like you are not showing, you are not standing there in your full power. So it's the person calling you into. Very, very interesting. So many ways. This is the way we are creating our situation for ourselves, that are calling us into our power. That, and then we kind of don't get it, and the situation is not changing because we don't see that it's all upon us. So the moment you do what usually it doesn't feel good to do, or it doesn't feel like, oh, I don't want to go there, it's because you have to go there. I hope that was helpful for you. And guys, see you next Thursday. And yeah, it was awesome. To have you here. I feel the intensity of the frequencies, the energy here. Okay, it resonated. Good, awesome. So good. See you. Have a beautiful day. If you are new to the channel, you might want to subscribe so you get notified by the upcoming lives and videos that I'm going to do. And if you liked this live, just give the video a thumbs up, and I would truly appreciate this. Thank you so much for being here, and see you soon. Bye.